if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. The Knights will kick it away first. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. So the Utah Utes offense will go to work first. In this offense, the tight end always seems to be open, and the quarterback always knows where to find him, Jesse.
These two are really special. I think they're going to be up for the individual awards for their respective positions at the end of the year. But, David, when this offense gets going, I really like how early they try to get the tight end involved in games. It shouldn't be any different in this one. He's a massive part of what they do throwing.
And I think that's the biggest problem. To have a great quarterback, he knows exactly where he's looking. I'm going to my great tight end. It's good individual matchups. How do you want to play him? Do you want to put a safety on him? Do you want to put a linebacker on him? Like, great recognition from a QB finding a great player is not great things for the defense.
Looking to fire. It's complete to the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. 1st and 10. Got a man. It's Love. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Punts it out of the air. And they reacted well with the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
That guy might not be the tallest wide receiver in the world, but he sure is quick coming out of his break, and he shows you on that slant throw.
And the Utes look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Vega. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The Utes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Wants to throw again. Caught. Close to the marker. It's Vega. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's down to 22.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Let's talk for just a minute here about Utah. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency for the second half of the season, David. I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out, not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Utah!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it out with a touchdown.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So UCF's offense taking the field for a chance we have to see them today. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape because that was not good. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And this defense continues to bring the heat. First sack of the day, setting the tone in the first quarter. They had 5 last week, ladies and gentlemen. So this defense has been affecting the quarterback and making him feel so uncomfortable.
Makes the catch. It's Jones. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. The Knights send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking left. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Utes! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's a quick throw out to the left.
My old coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. The Knights will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 25. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Utah has it back in the offense coming onto the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. On the run, it's Robbins. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small game, but some information you gather maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Oh, he's got some space. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella at tight end.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Grabs it in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
Catch in the middle, it's Robbins. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. They largely dominated this 1st quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period, 1st down here. They'll throw it from the red zone. Here's a heat. Finds his big tight end. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go.
And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. And the Utes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on 1st down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's back-to-back plays that are not good for this offense. I mean, you've got to protect your main man. Your quarterback has to be upright to make decisions, to make big plays. Sacked on 1st down and a quarterback hit on 2nd down. Got to do a better job.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Notre Dame went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Irish always get everyone's best punch, but today they took that punch and delivered a knockout of their own. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll try the run. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Fires on the run. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He's got an open man. It's a running room. The tag. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Quarterback will keep it. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
His defense didn't hang its head. They've stood tall after the big play. 3rd and goal coming. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Yeah, nothing went well in the 1st quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. The pull and throw off the RPO. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They go to the ground. He'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. He sends 3 receivers right, maybe looking for man coverage on the left on 2nd and 5. The give from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Makes the grab. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Griffin. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Knights are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to run for it. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. First snap in the red zone on this drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Gets the back moving. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
From the gun, running back gets to give. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. Smashes it between the uprights.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. He leaves it with his back. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. The Utes want to crank the tempo. Looking downfield on first down. Completes it in the middle. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Quarterback keeps it. Oh, he's got a chance. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Utes!
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
31, UCF 3.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've been calling a lively one so far from Salt Lake City.
And the Utes will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Slips through the line. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. And I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Caught in the backfield, it's Richmond. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
With the catch, it's Richmond. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Knights with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Bringing it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. He's going to take off. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Pressure coming. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Utes decide to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? That was a big stop by the defense. Now to see. Breaks into the open. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here from my running back, make the game easy.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Knights will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin them deep. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
The defense hasn't been able to stop this guy all game long, so the offense is going to keep trying to take shots. They thought they had the matchup they wanted, but they're going to force this defense to prove they can stop him. The defense finally came up with a play.
Wide open downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the touchdown, Utah. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, the defense has got to be kicking themselves. They had the offense pinned back so deep in their own end. It's one thing to give up a completion, but you can't let the receiver go the entire distance and score a touchdown. Bad job on the back end by the D.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in that Mountain West Conference Battle of Note. Nevada handled its business today, and given what the week was like in Reno, that is saying something. This is a focused group, and it's reflected in that final score. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the Mountain West, and that certainly held true again today.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that. It sounds as if they had a good one there.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying.
Turning it on. Got it in the middle. It's Griffin. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
On target over the middle. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Power football with the run. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. The sure hands. It's Richmond. Tough. Physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34. The Knights in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. What a phenomenal individual effort to getting the catch, getting the foot down in bounds. He's now setting up his offense here for a potential touchdown on this very next play.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Knights.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Able to pick up a couple on that last one. It's 2nd and 8 from their own 27. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Trying to pick up a first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. And the pass falls incomplete, and we've played 3. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. And the Utes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. Looking deep. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Now they'll run the draw. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time.
And the Heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got it in the middle, it's Griffin. He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this first down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking for space, it's Vega. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll go to the ground. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On the move. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. Sets up the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll run it from the gun. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Complete to the left. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Outstanding athleticism, but not very efficient on the catch. That's a loss of yardage. The Knights have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Rides the back and leaves it on the opposite. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Using his feet. Got a little space. Took care of it himself. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
I'll tell you what, dude, in today's football, I'm not starting a team without a guy that can do that at the quarterback spot. You see it. He hits the gas, pulls it down quickly, and just goes. Whether he's reading something, whether he's throwing, he is always a threat to run the football. He completely changes the way you play defense.
Headed to the end zone. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Snagged in the middle. It's Jones. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Knights can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got out of trouble and throws. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
and they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from